Okay.
It's hot in here, bro. I want to sleep.
Well, it's cold. Definitely.
No, blocks me. I don't want to talk on the damn phone. Yo, what's up, brother?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Shit, John Moran just spoke this right there. Like, bro, these tickets so 3 like, and it's one thing on every ticket. I swear to God, every single ticket. You can see my screen.
But I don't think it's no service. It's either my phone or your phone.
Hold on, I'm right there.
You gonna listen to me? Taking them unders. Nigga, alright. You gonna listen to daddy? That nigga Dak, bro. That nigga Dak threw a pick to another nigga like twice. And he threw the ball to two niggas and they fumbled the ball and not fumbled but they. Oh yeah, and he gonna get over. He having a good game, being a lot.
Look at this. Look, you ain't doing anything.
Look who's gonna do that, big.
Hey, why? No, look at Tom Marine. Why the fuck we got Tom Marine on this one? He just cleared this.
He just cleared.
That shit.
I mean, big, it's cool.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, we won.
we won. No, break it even.
How you break it even? What we get on the 2-pick? Did we put 40 on that hoe?
40 on there.
Yeah, it should be. We should win 120, right?
We put $60 on that, man.
Yeah, but we win 30. I mean, we win 30.
When? I'm put 30.
Yeah.
I'm put 30. I'm put 60. I'm tripping. Oh, yeah, tripping. I just thought all of them were nigga. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna keep watching the shit.
Yeah, we good, fool.
Okay, so.
We good on one pick, bro. I want all of them.
Alright, brother. I'm finna stream. I'm finna stream like 3 games, B. I'm gonna call you after I get done putting this nigga team up.
Big.
Alright, bet. CJ's drunk, bro.
Who?
CJ.
How you know when they be drunk?
Why this nigga keep calling me? FaceTime audio. Hi, bro.
Hello.
What's up, dork?
Hey, you got Ari on the phone?
Nah, I'm finna call. Man, y'all better not be wasting nigga time, bro. Real talk. Hold on.
Wait on you. Ari?
Shut up, bitch.
Bro.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Ari.
Home my way, bro.
Huh?
Home or away?
On my way. I can't hear you, bro.
Home or away?
Both of y'all trying to talk at the same time, bro.
Bruh. Home more away, Aria.
What you mean, bro? Home, bro. I can't hear niggas, bro.
Man, we saying the same shit, nigga. What the fuck?
I don't give a fuck, nigga. Both of two niggas talking at one time. Man, it ain't even that deep,
Yeah. Yeah, cause nigga, you get hung up on fast in the motherfucker.
Hey, for real, what you doing this?
On Jesus.
I can't hear, bro. You saying something, he saying something. You saying something, he saying something. How the fuck can I hear like that, bro?
Bro. Alright, you got home away, Aria.
Home.
Hold on, my stream is Cash Out James.
Hold on, let me pull it up, bro. Matter of fact, did you post it or you no?
I mean, yeah, I could post it for you. Hold on.
Yeah, because I'm driving. It'll be hard for me to type this. I'm gonna come.
I just posted it.
Shit, check it. Which one you put it in?
I put it in, but my server's out here. Well, I ain't got. It should just posted right now though.
It should be Cash Out James.
And you call home, right?
Hold on, wait, you on that bitch, James? Hold on.
I already did it, bro. Away one.
I can hear you through the TV. That's so funny. I can hear you through my TV, James.
You can?
Yeah, me too.
Can you hear me now?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cleveland offense making their way out. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll go underneath here to Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now it's Mahomes again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They go to Elliott again. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal from 28 yards out. Maher able to put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Let's go, man. Nothing's free. Nothing's free. Come on now. Let's not disappoint. Let's not disappoint. Shut him down. What's up, baby? What's up? Hey, that's right, man. Let's play it to the whistle. Give him nothing. Give him nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Jackson. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 3 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defense.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, Jackson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 2. Jackson now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. On second down, Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs. They keep on the ground with Elliott. We'll get this up to about the 44. I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating. Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Again, it's Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run. Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A first down carry by Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. But we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Browns send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes. That's complete to Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Here's Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.